Hey everybody, happy Friday afternoon. Hello, no, probably, I don't know what I was going to say, but I can tell you one thing, I'm not drinking. Second Friday in a row, or more than that, right now. What are we doing today for dinner? Well, this is a two-part video. One part, obviously, of me filming what I'm making, and the reason why I'm doing that is because sometimes certain things that are complicated, I try to explain it. People really don't get it, and it's easier to explain visually. Tonight we are doing stuffed chicken wrapped in bacon. Nice thing to be on a carnivore diet, right? So one of the first few things I did was the ingredients are cream cheese and regular cheese, and you need chicken breasts, okay? So the first thing we did, we started off here. We got this organic cheese, which is what I was talking about last night. And this is a two-part video, so this is just part one. Grass-fed, cultured, unpasteurized milk, sea salt, vegetable enzyme. Vegetable enzyme contains no animal enzymes, blah, blah. Okay? That's just regular raw cheddar cheese. We have a block of mozzarella, which is organic, culture, pasteurized, part skim milk, salt, and vegetarian enzymes. Does not contain any animal-based enzymes. And then we have this goat cheese. That's garlic and herb. Culturized, pasteurized goat's milk, salt, organic, marjoram, oregano, garlic powder, and microbial enzymes. Okay, so that's it. That's your ingredients for those cheeses, and this was the cream cheese that I was talking about last night. And this is organic pasteurized milk, organic cream, cheese culture, salt, organic locust, bean gum, which is what I had said was that. And like I said, just Google your shit. It was a good song a couple of years back, but seriously, you just Google shit, you find out so much. And like I've always said, you can't just find, Bubba J's, chocolate factory, and he's talking about, oh, well, this is bad for you and that's bad for you, and meanwhile, he's sitting there smoking a cigarette and snorting coke off a hooker's ass. You gotta really dig into stuff to find the real truthful crap. Alright. Still trying to slide my cream cheese out. Tempting. I don't really need a lot, just need a little. I'm going to leave that on there and keep my box so I can stick it back in. We are using organic chicken breasts, no antibiotics ever, and no added hormones, no added solutions with injectors, and no added solutions in soaking. So, those are the things you really want to look for. I'm going to slip you guys down so you can actually see what I'm doing and not guess what I'm doing. I'm just kind of shimmy you guys around today. Try not to cut the camera early. That was a mistake yesterday. I was trying to flip my phone around, and my finger ended up hitting the wrong button. Take our chicken breast out. Now, a lot of people, they stomp them down. They hit them with a mallet and stuff. I'm not doing that. Basically, what I'm going to do is just cut into them. And what I'm doing is, it's at a bad angle, but I don't cut with my left hand. But you just want to cut it in half. You just want to cut it in half the long way. Very carefully. I wear gloves because it's just easier to help cut down on the contaminants. Not really contaminants, it's just cleaning your hands after a while. It just become a pain in the ass when you're just trying to do a simple task. And then I like to slice it just a little down the middle and stuff. And now there's our piece of chicken. Oh God. I don't give a shit. My channel's R-rated, so. Found a pussy, Captain. Alright. This one's a little harder to get it in. It's still a little frozen inside is why. These knives are extremely sharp. So try not to slice myself again. That was the first thing I did when I got these knives. These are made by Damstrem, Damascus, Damascus, Damascus. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. Very, very sharp, very nice, but very bad when you cut yourself because it's really quick. You can just see how, you know, just one slice like that and it just unfolds very nicely. You don't have to buy expensive knives, but it helps. Alright, let's see. I got some other ones that are really cool, that are really freaking sharp. Alright, so now that we got our chicken sliced open, right? Put my knife off to the side and grab another one. Cut the cheeses because now the board's contaminated in chicken juices and shit, so I don't want to cut anything. And this is fine because it's sitting away from the chicken, but we'll just put on that side just for everybody's excitement. Okay, so now that we did that, I'm going to just wash my hands quick. Get them all nice and dry. And now what we're going to do is migrate over to the next stage. We could do the fillings of it, but let's migrate to the next one. I'm trying to keep this video short, so I really don't want to make a long ass video for no reason. Ugh. A lot of people use plastic. I use aluminum foil. My reasoning is that it's cheap, and the plastic wrap, ironically, could be actually more expensive at the store and actually more annoying when you're trying to actually do anything with it. So what am I doing right now? Well, what I'm going to be doing is actually doing a proper bacon wrap. Now, a lot of people I've seen online that attempt to stuff chicken breasts, they get the concept down well, but they don't really seem to pitch it the correct way. Get out of my finger. This is Wilshire, in case you guys are wondering. Dry rubbed, uncured pork bacon. No preservatives. Keep refrigerated below 40 degrees at all times. No nitrates. No nitrates added. Sea salt and celery powder was used on it. That was the rub. Humanely raised, vegetarian fed, no added hormones. Pork raised without antibiotics. Biotic. It's a biotic, man. Alright. Front piece here. So what I first started doing is I start laying out my bacon. And I know you can't really see it from that angle. Should I get it from there? I kind of have like nothing on my table to really get you guys in a good spot here. Okay, anyway. Enough jerking off over here. Lay the bacon out. Alright, defrosted 3 packs. I don't know if 3 is going to be... 3 is too much. Everybody does theirs differently. I like doing them this way. So another little trick that I like to do too, if you're trying to figure out, because this is all going to get cooked. My chicken is going to sit like this. So I'm going to put another one on there. That's why you can touch this stuff with your hand, with your chicken fingers, because it's getting cooked anyway. Now you start doing it the opposite way. So now what I do is I'll put it on. There's an easier way to doing this, but obviously I'm doing it the ass backwards way. Works like that. I've seen people where they flip it back and forth. The camera sped up to 1,000 miles an hour. This, it's more or less I just grab it, put it down, this up, down. The reasoning why you want to do this with the bacon is because it actually holds its form a lot better when you're actually wrapping it around like the chicken. Basically, whatever you're like wrapping it around, it just holds the form so much better. That's one pack of bacon down. Grab another one. So we got 3 of them defrosted. So if you're wondering, how am I doing a carnivore diet, but I'm eating cheese and cream cheese tonight? Well, cream cheese and cheese, in case a lot of you don't realize it, which hopefully you do, because otherwise the school system really failed you, and I'm extremely not sorry because I had no play in it. Those are all animal byproducts. So cheese and cream cheese is all made from milk. Milk, it comes from cows, right? Dun, da, da, da. First grade, here we go. You graduated. Now you can go into second grade. So now that you know, if you didn't, which would be really sad, that milk comes from cows, which cows is an animal you're allowed to eat, you can have the milk. Milk products. As long as the milk products you're having are not chemically and hormonal altered. Say that 10 times fast. Alright. I lost my phone anyway, but see, that's the pattern you want. So that's going to be just for one chicken breast. Okay. Now we migrate back over to our chicken breast, which I guess I could have done this before, but I really wasn't using all my brain cells. So it's okay. Where the fuck did the towel go? Oh, nice dry surface. Mother. Who cares too much? Oh, you're a fucking snowflake. Okay. So, first one we're going to grab here is just going to grab the block of cream cheese. And we're just going to cut a block off of it. Or not. Okay. So, our cream cheese. I'm going to put it in a container because obviously it's open. So, you don't want to just throw it in your refrigerator as is. Can't find anything I'm ever looking for. Never find what I'm looking for. A nice glass container. Plop my cheese inside of it. I could toss my other cheeses in here too. It doesn't make a difference. I don't need 40,000 containers in my fridge of all the different cheeses. Doesn't really matter. Next one I'm going to take is some mozzarella. Or is it mozzarella or something? I was watching this thing in Italy. So I probably just pronounced it wrong again. There's the mozzarella. There's our raw cheddar. Block is a little harder. Same thing, put that in the container. And our goat cheese is very soft, so it's going to be more of a spready item. I'm just going to leave that off to the side. And I have a clean spoon for just that. And maybe not. Just grab one. All the chicken gizzards on it. Clean spoon. Okay. So now we're going to take one of the chicken breasts that we conveniently sliced open. We know that the center line is here. And what we're going to do is, because I almost did it the other way. The goat cheese is very spreadable. I'm going to spread that on the inside of the chicken. The goat cheese is going to be our nice little baseline. It is that garlic and herb. Now, see how I kind of screwed myself because I should have done a little bit more. But I'm going to go through a lot of spoons here because I don't want the raw chicken junk into that container. Now that section, that little thing of it, so I'm going to have to grab another spoon. I'm going to pull out a bunch of them. Take another nice little spoonful of it. Go to the other breast. Spread it on one of the cheeks. Spreading it on the cheek. Alright. Cool. That's as much as I want. I don't want to go overboard. Now we got our cheese here. What, Pearly? I'm going to slice cheese very carefully because this one's a little harder to slice and I don't want to slice my hand open. So now we're going to just put our cheese like such. Kind of keep it against the back wall of the seam. I'm going to take our mozzarella, made a pizza pie. Yeah, keep my day job. No singing for me. I'm always the first person when someone's trying to sing a song. I'm like, hey, who sings that song? And they're like, oh, Frank Sinatra. I'm like, yeah, let's keep it that way. Some people really just can't sing for shit. At least I'm the first. At least I admit it. Other people are like, I'm a good singer. I'm like, no, you're not. You're not even a good employee. And you think you're a good singer? Oh Lord. Now I take our cream cheese. And cream cheese, it's kind of like before. It's very kind of mushy. Now, no matter how bad you want to take a bite of the cream cheese or any of the cheeses, don't. You are dealing with a possibility of salmonella. That's where chicken is very, very dangerous in the kitchen for uneducated people. It seems to be a common occurrence these days. The salmonella you can get from chicken. You can get food poisoning from it. You'll get food poisoning and you can't enjoy your meal, and you'll just have a miserable afternoon, and you're going to think it's something else, and you don't realize that it's actually you poisoned yourself by eating the raw chicken. So we'll get rid of that knife. Well, I don't put them in the sink because of how sharp they are. Nobody needs to have any accidents. I usually wash them myself. It's always a good rule of thumb in the kitchen. If you have extremely sharp knives, do not put them into a sink. Put them off to the side on the counter where they're visible, because otherwise if you put them in the sink and nobody knows that they're in there, somebody can get hurt. So while we're about to finish one of them, we're going to get the oven up to 375. Do I want to do 375? It's 7 p.m. Kind of want to have dinner soon. Oh, shut up, oven. 375 it is. We have it there now. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rest of the side of the chicken. I'm going to fold it back over. I'm just going to kind of tuck it on there. And I'll do the same thing with the other side. And the other side is kind of like an oddly shaped piece, but that's fine. It's all getting wrapped up together. So now it's all nice and wrapped together. Now a lot of the other ones I've watched, people are covering it with salt and cayenne pepper. I'm not putting any of that on it because I don't need to at this stage. Okay, we don't need to. So now we're going to wash again. And I'm not washing, with soap and shit with these gloves. I'm just doing a quick rinse with warm water, and we're moving on from there. So now that we have, obviously, our first section of bacon, I'm going to take a piece of chicken, I'm going to put it on top of it. And you can do it on the center, you can do it off the side. The reason why you want to do it the way that I did it is you got to remember you got to flap this over. If you flap it over, okay, kind of shake it a little bit with the aluminum foil. Then I'm going to fold the ends up like such. Okay, because we're trying to make almost like a pigs in a blanket situation here. You want to fold it up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, just like before, I'm going to put my hand here. I'm going to roll the chicken breast with the bacon on it so that it's all connected together, like such. Okay. And now I have it all nice and neat. I'm going to show you guys that again. And this is what your chickens should look like. Okay. I'm going to do this one more time. We're going to get our aluminum pan. This is where what we're going to bake it in. Take a chicken. This is a very crucial point right now. You want to be really careful when you're grabbing this because you don't want to upset the happy balance of things. Want to get nice and under it, really carefully. Put it into your pan so it's ready for the oven. Put your pan to the side. You're going to grab your next strip of bacon, and you're going to start just like you did before, laying out all the strips. You kind of want to get them close, especially if they're like these. They're kind of like a little skinny sometimes. Like these are a little bit more skinnier. So I'm just kind of like almost overlapping them because the bacon's going to shrink a little bit. The first batch, the bacon was actually pretty thick, pretty wide. So I know it's going to shrink, but not as much as those couple pieces were. Those ones were pretty skinny. So we're at 2 chicken breasts, a little bit of 3 different cheeses. Now, cream cheese, cheddar cheese, mozzarella cheese, and goat cheese. We need another pack of bacon. Here's our 3rd pack. That's why I did 3 packs of bacon, because last night when I experimented with that steak, it took more than one pack of bacon. I kind of thought it was going to take 2.5, but I really needed 3. But because there wasn't really that much meat, the meat had shrunk down a little bit. 2.5, I think it was, or 3, I don't remember. I don't really remember what I did last night for the... Not remember what I did, I don't remember the count that I did. I was kind of experimenting. Last night was an experiment of what this would be. So, that's the only reason why that's not 100% accuracy on that one. Move my chicken over. Check my size. 1 extra strip on the side, and it might be ready for rolling. Rolling or wrapping here. Yeah, why not? Okay. So you're wondering how many strips across? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strips across. And now we start the excitement part of doing this. Which, like I said, it's really not hard if you have a way of doing it. I've done it so many times this way that it's kind of just used to doing it that way. Some people, they flip it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. To me, I just kind of feel like that's a waste of time, because you could just, grab it, lift it up, drop it, bop it, do it again. Boom. A little fucking Stevie Wonder going on over here. Is this 1 piece or 2? They're like, this is a thick boy. Oh, it's 2 pieces. That's why. That down, that over there. Next one goes up, over, under, and then over and under again. Boink. Come on, boys. Don't get no stringily on me. My back is starting to hurt a little bit, I'm not going to lie. It's more or less because my position of being hunched over, looking at a table of bacon as being artistically woven. Why do you want to do woven bacon? Because that's actually the terminology of this. Why woven? Well, woven bacon will actually hold together a lot better. Like, we have a little miscellaneous chunk of bacon, we just toss that there. Doesn't matter. Woven bacon holds its form a lot more when you're trying to kind of wrap it around. It's also more presentable too if you're kind of trying to make something elegant. If you're having a carnivore date and you want to try to convince the girl that, hey, this diet's like a great thing, and she's kind of like, I don't know if I want bacon wrapped chicken and stuff with cheese and shit. And just do some nice woven bacon on it, and she'll be happy to stick your meat in her mouth. That was a nice innuendo right there. Hey, you can't steal undo dice jokes today. It's the dice. It's the dice. I feel like I have like 1 too many strips of bacon right now. I got like an extra strip somehow. Oh, fuck the hell that happened. That's okay. It's one strip. It ain't gonna hurt the camel's back, you know? And it's pretty thin too. You can almost see through it. So, being it's on the inside of this woven mess, I'm just gonna put it in there. Doesn't really matter. You're not gonna see it. Oh. Put my chicken. Now my chicken breast seems to be a little smaller than this one for some weird reason, but you could do also different ways. So you could also do corner to corner. So you could do a corner, make sure it stays, and you grab the other corner, not corner, you get it like that. You just want to pat it. There's nothing, no, no pouring egg yolk or, flour and crap like that. You just pat it. Pat it down, like such, and roll it forward. A lot of times you can grab the aluminum foil like such. Of course, this one looks like a Chinese football. It's nothing against Chinese people, it's just the shape of a triangle, which looks like a Chinese football. And it's because the way the bacon, I folded it, kind of makes it look a little bigger, which really, well, not really. But, if I kind of do this, right, with it, kind of roll it, play with it, play with my chicken, then I can make it look like such. Alright, now, grab our other specimen. Maybe once you get it in the pan, you can play with it too. Kind of smush it out like such. Grab the gloves, clean up the utensils, put away all the cheeses so they don't melt away on me. That's the other thing to tell, that if you got good cheese, it starts melting at room temperature. Versus Kraft American cheese, which never frickin' melts, even in the microwave. What am I going to do with the rest of this? I'm going to take a little bit of basil at this point. Put a little bit of basil on top. And that's it. Don't need salt. I don't need pepper. We're going to just go with that for now. It's at 375. It's 7:18. I'm going to let it sit for a bit. Let's say about, I don't know. Probably like an hour or so. I'll come and check on it, and then once it's finally done, I'll let you guys know. But this is part one of a part two. This is part one of day 33 of the carnivore diet, and this is prepping dinner. So, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and the next episode should be coming within a couple hours.